It's here from Pop Turner speaking to Antonella Rose about Fear the Walking Dead on AMC. Welcome to the show. Thanks so much for your time.
Thank you so much. I'm so glad to be here. Thank you for taking your time out of your day.
Absolutely. Thank you for taking the time. It's exciting. We're going to talk about the show. I just kind of wanted to know storytelling and acting because I feel like there's so much to love about it. I feel like there's all these different worlds you get to dive in. What do you like the most about acting specifically, Antonella?
I love building the character. I just love like being able to put myself into another person's shoes and seeing them grow and come to life.
Yeah.
It's a very rewarding experience.
It's like a cool thing because it's like the journey of like reading the script and then going to film it. Like, does it feel like it's two different journeys almost, right?
Yeah, I mean, it's a whole different thing. And once you're there, you're like, wow. I mean, look how far this character has come.
Yeah, we're talking about Fear the Walking Dead on AMC. What can you tell us about this character and what do you like about this character specifically? So, in terms of what we've seen so far from this character.
I love her courage. I mean, she's so brave too. Sorry. She's really brave.
Yeah.
Um, I wish I was as brave as her. I mean, she's gone through so much, but I mean, she does what she has to survive. And that's what I love about her. She never really gives up.
How does she read in the script? Because we get back to what we talked about the journey, right? And like it's different when you film it sometimes, you know what I mean? Like, does she read similar to when you actually film the scenes? Like, I'm just curious about that.
Well, I was saying before, it's really like how you build her. I mean, I started watching a few episodes on Troy Otto before doing the audition, just for me to get a feel of Tracy and Troy. So it was sort of my idea to be like, all right, she can be like really sassy, have that attitude. But also the directors helped me quite a lot.
Absolutely. I feel like every time you walk on a set, especially like being part of like the Walking Dead universe where there's so many people and so many big crews, I feel like there's learning experiences all over the place, right?
Yeah, I mean, you learn something new every day, and being with such talented actors, and it just really helped a lot. I learned a lot from it.
I mentioned, you're part of the Walking Dead universe, and there's been a lot of kind of characters and a lot of different shows, and I'm just wondering kind of what is that like for you, being part of such a big universe like that, being part of Fear the Walking Dead specifically, Antonella?
I still can't believe it's true. I mean, I'm so grateful to be where I am. And I mean, it's amazing. The amount of people I've met on the way, the friends I've made, they're all amazing. And I love all of the feedback I'm receiving. It just makes my day.
It's crazy because we're obviously in like kind of like holiday season, a lot of kind of like Christmas holiday movies and everything. But in October, like I'm a big horror movie fan. I'm all about the zombie content. I'm all about the vampire content. I love all of that, right? And I'm just wondering, what is it like, kind of like a side, kind of a segue to my question about like what's being part of the Walking Dead universe. What's it like kind of working in the zombie world? Because that's just that's such a popular kind of world to be involved as well too, let alone just the Walking Dead.
A lot of people have asked me like, how are you not scared of zombies, But I mean, every day I would, because some of the zombies, their masks are like they're masks, but some of them are like full prosthetic. So I would see like these walkers in like full prosthetic, and they would just be wearing like a tank top, talking on the phone. I mean, once after I got back and had gotten back from filming, I was going to my trailer, and then outside I found a few of the walkers, and they were like, on the skateboard doing cool tricks, and they're like, all right, let me do the flip. It was really cool. So I mean, I don't really get scared, and I mean, it's just so cool to be around.
100%. I can't even imagine. And I also want to know, like, kind of, are there the learning experiences never stop, what we talked about, but like I'm wondering, like, specifically, like, because there's like some scenes where your characters are getting chased by zombies, and then there's some scenes where it's like you like dialogue heavy scenes, right? Like, I'm just curious, like, if you could pick one, what has been like the biggest learning experience for you from an acting perspective on this show? Because I feel like there's so many, but I'm sure there's like one or two that stand out.
Um, hmm, I'm not sure. I learned a lot of things along the way, and I have been around such talented actors. So, I mean, you can always get tips from them, and you also just learn from watching them. I personally, I always, I know, I've sort of developed this like acting thing where even when I watch like a show, I can't watch it without being like, oh yeah, I like the way that she said that, or I like the way that she showed her emotions in
Yeah.
a way. Um, I mean, everyone is just so talented. I mean, you learn with everyone,
Yeah.
and they all have their different methods. So
Absolutely.
definitely a little sprinkle of methods.
Yeah, but I feel like also the way it's also that makes a lot of sense too, the sprinkle, because the way it's shot and the fact that you get to kind of like your character also like there's certain people that like you see a lot of people, right? Like
Mhm.
you come across a lot of people. So
I remember my dad, he actually used to watch Fear the Walking Dead, and my mom was like, that's stupid. So, but he would always talk to me, and he would be like, yeah, I wonder how they, like, were all of those walkers, were they like CGI? Was it just a bunch of walkers? And most of the time it was like a bunch of walkers, but there was still so much more CGI too.
yeah,
And I'm just crazy. It's crazy at how much they can do. Like, it's so cool. I love
100%.
walkers.
Oh, absolutely. It's so crazy. Oh, yeah. I think one of the best things is like whenever there's like BTS behind the scenes content from all the Walking Dead shows. Like I just watch that over and over again because I just love like the makeup and the walkers. I just love that. So that's so great. Last question before we wrap up. Any fun on or offset stories to share on Fear the Walking Dead?
Hmm. Oh. All right, prepare yourself for this one.
Okay.
So there was a scene where Tracy had to shoot Madison in the car.
Yep.
So the director told me before that scene, after that, she opens up the big door. Well, the door's already open, and she runs out of it. So the director asked me, he's like, all right, so I want you to run like if like a bunch of walkers are gonna chase you, or like Madison could get up and like, you know, chase you or like shoot you, or like you need to run for your life, don't look back. And I did just that. There were these like walker dummies on the floor, so they were fake, but some of them were like real. So I saw them like raising their hand, like, don't step on me, please. And I kept running. I kept running so fast. I didn't even look to the sides to see where I was going. And I could see all the little walkers. And I saw like the vans, like the transportation vans and all the little tents. So I didn't hear the director say cut. So I just kept going until I heard cut.
You were
But
in like the zone, yeah.
I was in the zone, so I couldn't even hear the director say cut. After that, like I don't remember who, but someone said that I was like, from Forrest Gump, like run, Forrest, run.
At one point, maybe it's like, no, come back. We need to finish this take.
Like everyone was like, come back.
That's so great. And no, it's so awesome to hear kind of those behind the scenes of Fear the Walking Dead. Antonella, it was so great chatting with you. Thank you so much for coming on the show.
Thank you so much for inviting me.
Yeah, this was awesome. Yeah, Fear the Walking Dead on AMC. They can check that out. There's an Instagram account, right? If people want to keep up to date with everything going on. Is it just your name or
Little Miss Antonella right
Yep.
there? You
Yep.
can put that right there.
Yeah. Yep, insert that right
So
there.
fun.
Awesome. Well, this has been Pop Turner, youtube.com/Pop Turner for previous episodes. Until next time, it's Antonella Rose and PD Beats signing off.
Thank you for tuning in to Popternative. Make sure to check out our past episodes of Popternative on YouTube.
This has been an Autograph Communications production.